Hello, my name's Simon Griffin and I'm a manufacturing consultant at Symetri. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Vault Eagle integration with AutoCAD Electrical. If we take a look at the basics of AutoCAD Electrical and we look at the electrical setup, we'll normally have our AutoCAD Electrical. Within our electrical, we have our electrical projects. Those projects are either stored on a local drive, on a network drive, or within Vault. But also with AutoCAD Electrical, we have our what we call common electrical. And this common electrical consists of our catalog information, our symbol libraries, our PLC information, any report templates that we have set up, our electrical support folder, any customer circuits, our company templates, and any remaining electrical data references, such as our environmental file, project descriptions file, and title block setup file. We're now going to take a look at the different common electrical setups. The first one being a local setup, which consists of the following. So we have local users with each user having their own common electrical environment. And perhaps we have a remote user, again, using their own common electrical environment. But as you can see with this method, there isn't any collaborative working between each user. No sharing of electrical standards, such as the catalog information and symbol information. If we take a look at the second scenario, with it being a network setup, this time we have our local users, which are all looking at a network drive for the common electrical data. And then perhaps we've got a remote user, which is accessing a drive over a VPN. Now with this kind of setup, we have that collaborative working environment with all users accessing the same electrical data, but perhaps we might find a performance hit, potentially working over a VPN, and multiple users accessing the catalog database at one time. If we look at the third scenario, which would be a vaulted setup, again, we have local users that are all accessing a common electrical environment that is stored in Vault. Again, that remote user this time will be accessing that information again over a VPN, or perhaps within the Vault 2022 and 2023 version with the introduction of the Vault Gateway service. With this type of setup, we can manage that data better in Vault with using the Vault workflows of files being checked in and checked out. The potential we have with this setup is, how do we know each user's local workspace has the most latest and up-to-date files? Perhaps some users have created a custom symbol in their local workspace, but is that then replicated into other people's workspace when they then go to insert a component from the icon menu? And this is where Vault Eagle can help our customers. With the benefits of Vault Eagle, we are able to track and manage all changes in our electrical data. With that common electrical data being in Vault, we can see who's made the change, when, and if we need to revert back any of those changes, we can do that with the general workflows inside of Vault. We can spend less time organizing and tracking electrical data because we're not having to constantly synchronize everyone's workspace with those latest changes inside of Vault. Vault Eagle will do that for us. We can improve productivity through reusing of electrical data with the one source of truth for our catalog information or any custom content that is created within our electrical data environment. We have enhanced collaboration, as we are tending to see most customers adopting a hybrid working environment. Some users may be working in the office, some users working from home, but the most important thing with the Vault Eagle setup is we are synchronizing our electrical data from the Vault to everyone's local working area. So we should see big performance improvement when working in a hybrid environment. Finally, with our common electrical data being stored in Vault, we have that data being backed up through the standard backup Vault procedures. For our Vault Eagle setup, we have two setup options. Our first option being our Vault Eagle add-in, which sits directly inside the Vault client. This setup method offers a nice UI interface for customers in which they can synchronize particular folders or files within Vault. Likewise, they can choose to exclude specific files or folders. The chosen data that's been synchronized is triggered on a Vault client startup, but with the Vault Eagle add-in type, we have limited options for how we might like to synchronize that data into our local workspace. For example, if we wanted to set a read-write flag on a particular folder or a particular file. A second option we have is our Vault Eagle console, which consists of a configuration file that sits within Vault. With this option, we can trigger this configuration file via Windows Task Scheduler, which can be run on application startup, on a scheduled task, or on Windows login. We have additional options with this console type in that we can force overwrite local files, we can delete files, we can set a write flag on our local files, we can mirror structures, skip folder category, or only synchronize electrical data that is a particular lifecycle state. Our Vault Eagle requirements require Vault Workgroup or Vault Professional only. We also recommend using Vault 2023, as we now have the option to define file type restrictions when checking in design files into Vault. So let's take a look at Vault Eagle. In this example, we're going to look at the scenario of one user creating a custom symbol, storing that in the icon menu and inserting that custom symbol, and then how this would look on another user's machine without having that custom symbol, but sharing the same icon menu, and then how Vault Eagle is going to synchronize that data for us, so then other users within the team are going to have the latest electrical data. First of all, I'm going to add the custom symbol to the icon menu. I'm unable to do this at the moment because it's in a read-only state from Vault, so I'm going to need to check this icon menu file out. Once this file is checked out, and I'm going to then add my custom symbol into the icon menu. Now we have our custom symbol stored in the icon menu. I'm just going to test that we can insert this custom symbol for the first user. Now I know that that symbol inserts successfully, I'm going to add that symbol into the Vault under the Common Electrical folder. Then I'm going to delete it out of my local workspace to replicate me being another user within the electrical team. And then I'm going to show you how Vault Eagle can help us synchronize that electrical data from the Vault back into our local workspace, so then my custom symbol can be used across the electrical team. So I'm going to open this symbol directly from within AutoCAD Electrical. And I'm going to check this into the Vault. So now I'm going to replicate being another user, accessing the same icon menu, but not having that custom symbol in my local workspace. And this is the message that I'm likely to receive. Therefore, I now need Vault Eagle to synchronize this custom symbol into my local workspace from the Common Electrical folder in Vault. I'm going to show this method using a configuration file, which resides in my Vault, and I'm going to use Task Scheduler to manually run this task to synchronize my electrical data from the Vault to my local workspace. We get a Vault Eagle notification to say that our files are being synchronized. And if I now look in my local workspace, I can now see this custom symbol in my local workspace, and therefore this can be used in AutoCAD Electrical.